How's it going, everybody? My name is Absoulem, and welcome back. This is part 9 of my full platinum walkthrough for Hollow Knight Silksong. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is a milestone of this walkthrough. Today, we are going to be finishing Act 1 and moving into Act 2, a new area. So all of our hard work has led to this. And just to be really clear right now, there are two ways to get to Act 2. You can go Shellwood to Blasted Steps, which is the main story path. That's what we're going to be doing today. There's an alternative route you can go, which is Greymoor to Sinner's Road to Bilewater to the Mist and the Oregon area and all of that. That's the back door to Act 2. We are going to be doing both routes, don't worry about that, but we're going to go the main story route. It's going to lock us out of Act 1. Eventually, we'll open up a fast travel back to this area, and then we'll be able to do the alternative route, because we do have to do both for the trophies and all of that. But don't worry, you can go either route. Eventually, you'll be able to get back and do the other one, whichever one you didn't do. So if you're joining this walkthrough and you did one, don't worry, you can still go back and get the other one. But yeah, that's our main mission here. We are going to be moving over to Shellwood and starting the main story path. And then also, just to clarify, the NPCs and the items in the shop and all that, don't worry about that. You're not going to lose any progress. All the items are going to stay where they're at. You can't really miss anything at this point, and I will let you know when something is needing to be done. The only thing we're going to be absolutely doing before we leave this area is the wishes in Bellhart and Bone Bottom. But more on that when we get there. But either way, let's go ahead and teleport to Shellwood here to get our chapter started. But before we do that, of course, you know it's time for the foreshadowing quote, which is of, let's see, good judgment comes from a lot of experience, and a lot of experience comes from a lot of bad judgment. So we'll see what that means by the end of this chapter. But let's move over to Shellwood. It just canceled on me and just said no. All right, I'm gonna try to cover some ground here. I don't know how long this chapter will be, actually. It's kind of a little bit of farming and stuff as well. Plus, there's a boss that some people find really challenging. Personally, I don't really find it that difficult. You know, I'll go over it in a minute, but like when we get there. But I actually don't think the final boss is that difficult. Not compared to some of the stuff we've already done. So I want to showcase a little Easter egg here. If you try to leave the game, Hornet will give you some dialogue. She's basically like, my work here is not done. We must return and torture ourselves even more. All right, so jump up here. This is going to the Blasted Steps. There's some beads right there. Some lore. Oh, shoot. Thought I jumped, and guess what? I didn't. Alright, now there's a bench here. As far as rosaries go, we're gonna need a lot. So I would have at least 300 ready to go for the chapter that we're doing. And then before the final boss, we're gonna be dropping quite a bit as well. So you might have to farm rosaries depending on where you're at. But this bench is not necessarily required right now, so if you're low on it or you're worried, you don't have to buy this. But if you have enough, like I have about 600, plus I have a bunch of these items. So, you know, I'm just letting you know that we're going to be dropping close to 500 in this chapter throughout it. And then also the final boss is, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff before that. So I'm going to recommend you buy a lot of stuff before him in case you lose your cocoon. Because that run back is the real final boss, and I don't know, there's a good chance you would lose all your beads, and we get soft locked out of this whole area, and you have to buy things, you have to buy your bench to have a bench. And so if you have no beads going into the new area, you're kind of fucked, and it's a bad idea. So I'm going to try my best to help you guys out with that. And I'm just letting you know, I would have personally at least a couple hundred beads in reserve if you have these items. If not, save the ones we're picking up in this chapter and don't crack them until we get to Act 2. So hopefully that clears that up. But now we're going to move into this area. And the way that this works is the sand is lethal. It takes off 2 health. There's a wind about every 30 seconds. There's a wind that comes in. And if you're floating like this, it'll move you really far to the right. This one, see, it just moves me. So you got to try to time the jumps with the wind and the sand. This is kind of a tough area for a lot of people in terms of maneuvering. I don't think it's all that bad, but it definitely is annoying. So these guys, you know, obviously we need it for our journal. We need, let's see, 14 more, which we should get pretty easily. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Got him. I'll try to save these guys and save the beads on the platform. Sometimes you can push them off and you lose those beads. All right, so these bells over to the right, these are, you pogo off of them, but the problem is they're not as springy as the balloons in Greymore or even the, like the flowers that we've pogoed off. They're kind of difficult. And these are going to be pretty common in this area, so just definitely get familiar with these bells. Alright, and then we're going to fight this enemy real quick. Those guys are annoying, but if you pogo them, they're a piece of cake. And then before we do anything, drop down to the left here and hit this little lever. And this is going to open up a shortcut back where we came from. This allows you to skip what we just did and just get over here. And now you're going to come right here and drop down to the left onto this platform. Oh wait, whoops, hold on. It's one more over. There we go. Drop down on this one. And make sure you die like that. That's always important. If you can just make sure you die. Anyways, pick up the memory locket right here. We do require, we do require, what am I like an entity? We require a memory locket. Anyways, you do need to get all the memory lockets on the game. If you're wondering if it's like a collectible item or anything, in a sense it is. It's tied to a trophy with that Eva lady that we met in the last chapter. So we are going to need to collect like all the memory lockets. So definitely be following along with that. That's not really an optional. Anyways, here's a new enemy that you're going to hate more than anything. I swear these boys use aimbots. They know exactly where to throw that little spike, and you're going to get really annoyed by those enemies. So try to get your journal entries up. The Driznits, they suck. Now before we keep going, we're going to drop down. Kill another Driznit, and then there's a new enemy right here as well, so make sure you get this journal entry. There we go. And then there is a, what do you call it? I think it's, yeah, right here. Frayed rosary string. So again, if you didn't have a lot of rosaries, save all of these. That way you at least have them when we get to like a bench and stuff like that. And if you're wondering like where this goes, it just goes down and drops down to where we started at. If you remember when I first got to the blasted steps and we jumped across. So. Let's come over here and buy the map. This is gonna be 70. I told you we're spending money. All right, so now we have a map. That's always fun. And as you see that center area, like where I just went, where I went left and up, you can go that way. But we're gonna be doing the like normal path. These guys, I hate them so much. You can deflect their cones. I swear, Team Cherry knows, like, exactly how to piss you off. So again, that wind kind of screwed me over there. Oh no. There we go. Get down. Come on, get down. There you go. Ooh, we saved it. Alright, over here is the beads. Watch the rock. And there's a path to the right there, so definitely get that. And this is going to be another silk eater. So grab that in the big cocoon. You remember that from last chapter. Silk eater. Now we have 2 of them. All right. Double check my notes here, make sure I haven't skipped anything. All right, cool. Next, we're gonna get to a bench. Come on, jump. No! Sorry, I probably overreacted a little bit to that, but I hate seeing beads go. Of course. Oh, what? It was all part of the plan. The universe said, not today. You're getting that bead. All right, so wait for the wind here. This is one of those spots where you definitely want to wait. And now we're back in the main area. If you went down, that's where we bought the map. So you can get up here as well if you wanted. But you would miss all the cool collectibles. So hit the lever here. And then don't worry about that path to the left that you see below us. We're going to open up a bench and then we're going to return to that area. There's a few things down that way. So just work your way up. No, get back over here. My goal is to do this chapter without dying, so I'm really gonna be trying here. I think it'd be fun. Alright, so don't go right. That's gonna be way later in the chapter. That's towards the final boss and all that. We have bigger and better things to do. So now there is a bellway and a bench. It's probably better to buy the bellway right this second if you have like no money, because at least we can travel away. Whereas now, like, there's no way to get back anywhere unless you have, you know, a bellway. But if you can buy both, then go for it. Boom, boom, boom. And then there's Sherma, the little bug that sings with her little triangle or her whatever. She's going to appear here eventually. When we start the next boss fight, if you die, she'll be there. Otherwise, once you beat the boss and reload the area, she'll be here. And you'll want to talk to her. But hopefully you'll see it when I get there. But if you die before me or something, you'll notice that she's there. So if you see her, talk to her when she shows up. This is our second to last bellway. So we're one away from the trophy. Also, I don't know if you guys follow Team Cherry, but they confirmed that in order to pet the beast, it's actually by hitting him, and he enjoys being hit. So it might feel bad, but that's what he likes. think they tweeted it or something. I saw them talking about it. Can't remember how they did it. Anyways, come down here, and we're gonna jump over to the left. And there's some dice here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go do the boss first. Sorry. Just ignore me. I think it'll be better for us to do that. My notes had it the other way. I know it's annoying, I'm sure, if you already went that way. We're gonna gamble in a minute, but first let's gamble with our lives. So drop down to this platform and then hold it all the way to the left once you reach that little thing where we opened up the gear. Let's come in here. God. It just didn't let me jump. Hello, game? Thank you. You have to do running jumps most of the time for these kind of platforms. Alright, now this is a boss with two of the big guys. You only have to kill one, though. And my advice to you is to always look at the one, like, if it starts on the left, whichever one's gonna end, like, so like right now, this one's the one that's ending. Because they get stuck wherever they go. So you want to find the one that's gonna, like, get stuck. Like right on the left or the right side there. Because basically they have to drill through. So if I go for the other one, then I don't actually have time to hurt it. It's pretty simple. Just don't overreact in this. Like only move if you have to move, kind of thing. Like don't freak out because it's a lot going on. Only move if it's about to hit you. Otherwise, just stay put. Should be almost done. Well, that was just unfortunate. Oh, okay. We're actually serious. I swear these dudes have aimbots, I'm telling you. There we go. Still haven't died, everybody. Still haven't died. Good job, Hornet. And this one's a big coward. Get out of here, you silly. That's right, I told him. Let's see. I think Sherman will just be here. If I have to reload the area if not, but I think she'll just be here if I do this. Yeah, I will have to reload. All right, well, let's do that then. Let's take a quick little trip back and forth, get her dialogue, progress her storyline. Hopefully she's here now. Yes, there she is. Probably the cutest NPC of the entire game. But yeah, just speak to her and exhaust her dialogue. There we go. Feel free to talk to her more as we progress this world. She does get like more voice lines, but definitely want to talk to her here. And now let's see, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go down back where we were now that we've opened up Sherma. So just head back. Oh no, I missed the dash. So we're just gonna head back to that boss now that we've reloaded the world. And then you'll be able to talk to New here, who's gonna be investigating. Is this a child that voices this? It sounds like that. It's like a 7-year-old. Huh. I don't know, curious. All right, now this area is a little tricky, okay? You have to run and jump. And you have to time it where you jump about like right about here. Otherwise, you're not making the... Oh, the fucking wind kicked in right when I jumped. That is just downright disrespectful, game. If I die, it's because of that, yep. Sometimes this game, it's the timing on the jump, it's so annoying because you have to hit it at the same time, but sometimes it, like, at least on controller, it just doesn't seem to register sometimes that I'm actually like pressing the jump and the sprint. I don't know what I was doing right there. I don't know. You might, when you try it for yourself, you'll know what I mean. Like, it seems like when I run and jump, it doesn't always register both. And this area, god damn, I'm making it easy on them. This area requires it, so it's just kind of annoying. And there's these little tiny platforms, so you have to like basically click both buttons at the same time. I'll try to get all the way to the right. Yep, it didn't click it right then. I'm telling you, it's so frustrating. And then the wind's like every 10 seconds, it seems like. This area is meant to piss you off, but don't let it piss you off. We have much harder areas coming up, so don't worry about it. Learn to love the pain. So we're making our way to that tent in case that wasn't obvious. Of course. I'll pause. I'll just come back. I got really screwed over. I was perfectly jumping, and then the wind kicked in. Wait for the wind. I know it's coming. We got the dune worms in this area. They want our spice. There we go. One more. Oh, of course, dude. I'm telling you, when you try this for yourself, you're going to understand what I'm going through. Oh, barely. I wonder if it's easier on PC. I know, like, a lot of times maneuvering on games is easier. I fucking hate this. I hate it so much. And of course you can't reach that balloon right there to just pogo up, because that would be way too easy. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw my controller here soon. Alright, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself now. We have finally made it back, and I'm just having a splendid time here. We did it. We did it. First try, too. I can't believe we did that first try. All right, now that balloon goes up there. We can't get there just yet, so don't worry about going that route. Go ahead and rest. That's probably a big move. And then this is a little sleepyhead. The pin stress. The pin stress. The pin's tress. Hiya! Anyway, she helps us get the needle strike, which is a charged attack, which is very nice for boss fights and stuff like that. And then go ahead and speak to her again. Alright, there we go. And then she falls asleep instantly. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, this attack allows you to hold down the attack button and then do an attack like that. So just one more way that we are getting powered up. That was risky, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this world's so much easier to navigate when you're going to the right, because the wind carries you. Alright. Okay. I can't believe how flawless we did all that. That was really cool. Had no trouble with that wind area at all. Like, I mean, did we expect trouble? Anyways, here's the next voice line there. There we go. And now we can move to the left here. And yes, we need to beat this NPC 10 times to earn a tool. So this boy, we're going to start gambling, everybody. Let's get a gambling addiction. So we go ahead and talk to him, Lumble the Lucky. And this item, I actually love this item that we get because it means that we can, every now and again, take a free hit. And the odds are really often, like more than you'd ever expect. It's probably like 1 in every like 6 hits, you get a free one. So I actually really like it. But yes, we have to roll dice and beat him at his own game 10 times. And then he'll give us those dice, and that's the item we need. Now, there's a trick to this. Like, on the 14th shake of Hornet, when she's shaking the dice, like, you can throw it, and it'll be a perfect timed dice, and you can always win the game with the perfect time. Now, it's really hard because she shakes it really quick. But for me, I count to about 11 or 12, roughly, with the, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that pacing. And then you should get close. You might lose here and there, but you're going to be a lot closer. So I'm going to try to show you the rhythm, and then you'll notice when I get perfect timing, that's when the dice light up. And even if you're close to the perfect timing, it's usually pretty generous. So anyways, just keep playing it until you win 10 times. I'm going to show you a couple, and then I'll edit when I finish all 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll see if I don't think I was that close, but we'll see. So on the top left, you'll notice if I lose rosary beads, then we lost. Yeah, so I lost right there. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was close. I was 1 second off. The dice in her hands lights up, but it's very quick. But I think I'll win this. No, okay. It's a cheeky bastard. Hold on, I gotta win. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have to find your rhythm. Okay, you know what? We're doing this now. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Of course, my practice runs, I was nailing this. The pressure's on now, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. That was it. Once you get the timing of the counting, I think you can just replicate it over and over. So there's win number 1. I'm gonna do it a couple more times and then I'll edit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just a tad late. But it still might be generous. Usually the longer you do this, the more generous it got for me. See, we won again there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, that 12-second mark with that pacing, that's 3 in a row now. But yeah, you'll see the little dice in her hand blinks just really quick. And if you can time it, that's a perfect roll. And when the dice all light up, you know it's for sure perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, I'm getting the rhythm now. So anyways, I'm going to cut to where I'm on my 10th one, and then I'll show you what the item looks like. All right, I think I'm at like 8 or 9 wins, so I wanted to record the last couple. I literally haven't missed since I paused the recording, so we have the rhythm now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, I am freaking on fire. Take me to the casino. I am on a roll. So I think I have one more win I need, and I'll get the dialogue. Oh, no, we did it. I am a very lucky pilgrim. That's a fact for sure. Very nice of him to just give us his dice. I mean, I guess if you beat the brakes off of him, he's like, I don't deserve these. Anyways, it will absolutely bring us luck because these magnetite dice, used in the simple game, believed to bring luck to the bearer. And like I said, it grants us a free hit of our lives. I promise by the end of this walkthrough, we are going to be so good on health. You can... oh, no! You can not trick, but you can use the file, this item right here. You can power load it. And if you max it out, it'll actually replace all your hearts with blue. So, I mean, like, the build I'm going for mostly is the Wanderer, where we have fast, rapid attacks, and then a lot of health. That's the build. I'm basically going for late game Hollow Knight. Is basically my plan here. Now, we're going to notice that NPC we met a long time ago, Grendel, he's going to be right here. And we can't reach there yet because we don't have the double jump. But his shop is up there. So just take note of that shop. And then now we can move on. Keep making our way up. And right now there's a secret room right here. Make sure you have enough silk, okay? So down here is an enemy, and we have to kill about 4 for the journal entry. And this is the only place in the game that these guys spawn, and it's a very tricky enemy to kill. But I'm going to show you the best way. Now, I don't know if I have enough silk for 1, but I can build it up. So you want to play your harp, and these are actually baby worms, and they're stupid, okay? So we trick them by playing, and if you don't have much silk, because it costs silk to play, if you have enough for 1 at least, you can just hit it, farm off the silk, and then you'll be good. Ugh. I tried to use my ability. I didn't have enough silk. Because, yeah, if we use our thread attack, the thread spawn or whatever, we can kill him pretty quick. Just take a minute to kill all 4, because this is the only spot in the game you can get these enemies for the Hunter's Journal. So definitely get these enemies. So that's 2. What do we have to get? Yeah, 2 more. All right, that's not bad. If you have enough silk, you can just hit your thread attack, and it'll just probably kill all of them. But I can't believe they keep falling for it, to be honest. almost. I mean, I'm a good heart player, but like, you would think after like the 3rd kill, they'd be like, you know what, maybe that guy's not our friend. So, I don't know. Come out. I promise I won't kill you this time. Alright, one more. There's only a couple areas in this game where you have to kill all the enemies. Like the mist area, when we finally do the alternative route through Sinner's Road. There's the mist area, and there's an enemy in there, and that's the only time you can kill it. So if you don't do that, you'll actually miss out on the journal and that trophy and all that. And this is one of those areas where you can re-access this area, but it's best to do it now. The other one you won't be able to access again. But when you're ready, come over to the right now that we've unlocked that journal, and jump up. Jump over the little ravine there. And there's a shard statue with a beast shard. And then you can drop down. And this takes us back to the beginning. And don't miss the lore in case you didn't read that. Alright, now we can move on. Keep moving up. Gotta try to time it for that top corner of the... Barely. And now we have a flea. Go home, buddy, go. Whoa. Keep up the good work, buddy. Alright, now what do I want to do? Okay, now we are going to backtrack, actually, and complete the wishes. So what we're going to do... We're going to go to Greymore first, and we're going to farm beads and farm this wish. So we have to beat the Missing Courier, the Silver Bells, the Crawlbug Clearing. And then there's one more that we'll get once we turn those in. We'll be able to do another one for, we just have to spin rosary beads. So I wanted to do this one first because we can farm the rosary beads that you need to be able to pay for the other one in case you don't have enough beads. So come to the halfway home. Let's rest at the bench. And then you're going to talk to Krieg here. And he's going to ask you to kill a shitload of birds. Alright, so now you'll notice that we have to get 25 pelts or whatever. So just jump over here. This is the best area to farm in my opinion because you're right next to the bench. And you just got these 2 easy birds here. And then you pick up that little item when they drop it. And then we get the beads as well. Come on. Oh, there we go. So that's 2. They drop it every time you kill them. And then you just want to reset at the bench. And you're going to farm 25 of these. So it doesn't take very long, but just literally just reset, kill, reset, kill, reset, kill. I'll show one more time and then I'll edit it. Sometimes there is only one, by the way. That's okay. It's like every like 6 or 7 resets, it would be like 1 enemy. That was clean. Anyways, I'm going to edit and I'll meet you when I have 25. Alright, I'm nearly done here. Like 1 more run or 2 more. Oh, not what I meant to hit. Alright, I think I've just got one more. Let me double check. Yeah, 3 more. Alright, now this one's going to be clean. I only need 2, and there's going to be 2 to spawn, I bet. I just had 2 solo spawns back to back, so it's got to be a double. Will it be a perfect? Where is that other one? I don't know why it's the solo spawns sometimes. Like, usually it's just every now and again, but to have 3 in a row is weird. I guess I hurt their feelings. All right, there we go. So now we can turn it in. Give the 25 rag pelts. And that wish is done. Because we want to be able to complete... There's the secret ending for this game, and we want to be able to complete all of Bone Bottom and Bellhart's wishes. That's going to be mandatory, and we want to do it as soon as we can. Because this also gives us upgrades and things like that. Like you see, we just upgraded our crafting kits, so now our tools are better. We have 2 more upgrades to go. So that's that, and now we can head over to Bellhart, where we have a couple more easy wishes to knock out. Take comfort that we're almost done with Greymore. I'm sure you don't like this area, but you're gonna like it a lot more than the next couple areas. I promise you that. If you didn't like Greymore, well, brace yourself, because Bile Water is coming up at some point, and that is the Blight Town of this game. Let's make sure you rest at this bench here, and then I wanted to point out this shop is going to get upgraded here in a moment. Don't really buy anything unless you just have tons of beads. Then you feel free to buy whatever. But we want to pick up Restoration of Bellhart, so go ahead and buy that by donating 250 rosary beads. You should have a decent amount after farming the birds. If you don't have enough, then by the end of the next wish that we do, you might have even more. So there's that, or you feel free to pop one of your items as well. And if you don't, then just make sure you come back and complete that wish at some point. But it's better to get it done now. So if you want to farm beads, I would do that. But anyways, our next wish we're going to do is these silver bells, and then we're going to finish up by doing the missing courier. So the silver bells are going to be located up above in the tunnels. Basically the upper tunnel and the lower tunnel. And if you remember those big enemies that crawl around, every time you kill one, it allows the bell to spawn. Because they're in random areas. So if you're not finding the bells exactly where mine are, you're probably not going to, because they spawn in different spots. But yeah, basically you're gonna look for the ground. You're gonna see like an item on the ground, and you'll be able to pick it up. And it's just a bell, but they're just at somewhere in this area. So now that we killed one will be somewhere in the upper area. And there should be 4 above and 4 below. That being said, I've had different outcomes, so you just want to be thorough. And if you just clear the entire area, kill all the enemies, basically redo this whole zone, and then you should find your bells. This is also a good time to finish off the journal entries for these enemies. Yeah, like I was saying, there's no guarantee on like where it's at. So now that I killed, I want to double check down here. Yeah, it'll be like a white item on the ground. Like it'll be very obvious. Getting really horrible spawns here. Be crazy if they're like all at the top. This is weird. I wonder if I got really unlucky and I had to go low side first. 'Cause this is like, I mean, this is insane. To not get a bell at all. I swear, if it started on the low side for me. Oh, wait, no, there's one. I was just getting really bad RNG, that's all. Because, of course, that's what happens when you hit the record button. It always does. I swear, no matter what game you play, if you're a YouTuber or whatever, the games always know when you're recording. And either the craziest thing will happen or like the most bullshit. Yeah, that's one so far. Gosh. I want to show the pain of this. I know it's kind of annoying to see, but I just know that this is a frustrating thing, and I want to show like the process. So there's one right there. Do one more lap. I've gotten 2 so far. I just find it really odd. Like they're just like spawning at like such a weird rate. There's the last one right there. All right. Very odd spawn rate. But now that I have 4, I can make my way down to the lower side. So like I said, it's 4 up top, 4 below. It's a weird little quest. I just know that the big guys killing them often triggers it to spawn. I don't know if that's like officially what causes it, but anytime I like would never get a bell, as soon as I would kill a big guy, I would see it spawn. Anyways, drop down here, and same thing as before, just find all 4. Got a lucky spawn right away. That's good. Like that. Well, it's not going to be in the marrow, I'll tell you that much. Alright, check the left side now. Let's go this way. Yep, there's one. So now we're at 7, I think? 6. So I'm gonna, hopefully it'll showcase once I kill one. So there it is. So one more bell. Where is it? Where do you guys think it is? Comment below where you think my bell will be. Can you find the bell? Oh, that was sad. Should check over here. I'm calling it. I think it's going to be in this left tunnel. Right here. Yep. Let's go. All right. Sorry. I know that's really annoying to watch, I'm sure. But I did want to take the time to actually show how, like, tedious that can be. Because, like, the method in which you should go about it. Just keep moving around until you find them all. You're going to know these hallways very well. Alright, talk to our boy. He still isn't our friend yet, and I just don't accept that. Alright, and now we can turn in the bells. Silver bells. Rosary necklace, let's go. So these are the kind of items, like, I would save that because once we beat the boss of this chapter, we're going to be locked into a new area and everything costs money. And so I would try to save those for the, like, the worst case scenarios. I would not be spending those. But anyways, that is the wish board complete. So now we need to go ahead and do my missing courier. So we need to, and also... No, we'll do that in a second. I didn't know if it was after that one or the other one that his wish board opens. No, oh my god. Game. I imprisoned myself, guys. I'm a wild beast. Back up. Everybody back off. So move all the way over to the left, and you're going to see these little piles here that you can track. Or you can just watch where I'm going. They kind of lead you on a wild goose chase. They go up there, and then they come back down, and basically you realize it's just over here to the left. Feel free to rest at the bench. All right, now kill those guys. And here is our missing courier. Little tip. Just a tip is all we need. They'll be unhinged if they called this wish just a tip. And then homie's gonna just fly away and not invite us to the party, I guess. But yes, now we are done with the wishes here. So now we just need to go back to whatchamacallit? Bellhart. So I'm gonna drop all the way down. I'm just gonna use our subway system. You could also, if you hadn't rested at the benches, you could quit out and reload it if you wanted that way. Ada! Bellhart. What is it that Gandalf says? Bell lock or something like that. All right. I'm gonna quickly show you the shop, and then I'm gonna backtrack to... Do I have enough? Yeah. I'm gonna backtrack and show you an item that you might want for the boss. It's definitely not required, but this boss, some people really struggle, and some people don't really have much of an issue with it. But I'm gonna show you an item that's really helpful if you happen to have 270 rosary beads, that is. So now the shop, now that we've opened up those wishes, there's a lot more items here. So we have a tool and then also another spool fragment. You can see the prices are starting to go up. So that's why it's really important to start like saving these and using them strategically for items instead of just using them for benches or whatever. But yes, let's go back to Deep Docks. This is the Fractured Mask. You might have bought it earlier. If so, then good on you. But this is an item that basically allows you like a chance at dying, basically. It, like gives you extra lives. Make sure this is where I'm trying to go, right? This is the one. Actually, where does the Farfield one put us out? I think it's Deep Docks. Yeah, we want to go to... Okay. I just wanted to double check. I can't ever remember to get to this NPC, like if it's faster from Deep Docks or not, but I should trust my notes. I wrote down Deep Docks, so I should trust myself. Yeah, we're gonna go up to the top right. We did this run previously, and you might have bought this item. If not, we have enough rosary beads now to actually do it. Like I said, if you already bought this item, then just stay at Bellhart for now. Also, definitely don't be going to that enemy on the bottom right there where I just passed it. Don't be getting captured. Oh my god. Through the secret door. There we go, and then watch the traps. Back to Scar. This is the Fractured Mask. I would say one of the best items early on. Maybe even in the whole game. But I'm not gonna buy the shard bundle. I'm just gonna leave that alone. All I need is the Fractured Mask here. So now that we have that, you might have already bought it. If so, great. But now we can make our way back to whichever bellway you want to go to. Again, you can always quit out, reload your save file. All right, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna backtrack, get my cocoon. I'll meet you at the bellway. All right, I guess if you are somebody that's annoyed at the constant running around, we're almost done with that. You can take solace in knowing that we're pretty much done with the like incessant backtracking and running around and all that, because we're not totally done with it, but we're getting very close. We're almost like complete with you know, the Act 1 area. The difference, like, there's the required items, of course, and then there's the let's see, hang on. All right, we're gonna go back to the blasted steps. But there's the required items, but then there's also all the secrets, there's also all the optional stuff. And so this walkthrough, I had intended on it just being the platinum stuff, but we're doing like everything. So that there is a lot of just like constant backtrack, constantly doing something. And so, you know, it's a lot of extra work, I would say. And then also depending on the beads, because that's really what sets you back. But we're almost done now. Now we're actually going to go fight the final boss, and we're going to lock ourselves out of this area for a little while. So this is your cue, like, you know, do whatever like you want to do for now, because we're not going to come back here for at least another part or two of the walkthrough. So if you want to buy something, go for it. If not, then we are going to continue on here. And I'm going to show you the loadout for this boss. So first of all, you can put on, if you want, instead of that one, you could put on the fractured mask here. So I'm going to replace that. I'm going to leave these three right here. That way we generate speed faster, or silk better. We have extra heals. We have repaired, basically like even extra life. And then as far as the bottom ones, what I want to do is put on the dice and the anklets, the weighted belt, and I guess just like the shard pendant's fine. So yeah, and then we have our thread storm, and we're using the Wanderer crest. That is the full loadout that I would recommend for this. And let's see. Yeah. All right, cool. So now at this point in the game, you should have all the wishes done for both Bone Bottom and Bellhart. You want to have all the wishes completed to be able to progress where we're at, because we're trying to unlock the secret ending. So we do need to complete all those wishes at this time. All right, cool. Now it's the boss. So this is the judge boss. People really struggle with this, but personally, okay, that's what I get for talking and not looking. Personally, I don't really find it all that difficult. This is the annoying part to me, the run back. The run back for this boss is diabolical. Like, first of all, this guy, not even, like, you can't get to him easily. But you're gonna get really good at this run back here. So we're gonna take out this guy. So this part's a little challenging, but hang on. All right, so here we go. You gotta run, and it's easier to jump and just float. Sometimes the wind and everything can fuck you. All right, that bell is kind of annoying because you have to, Of course. Of course. Alright, I'm just gonna show you the run back. It's actually easier for me to not, like, fight everything along the way. It's easier just to run. Of course, my cocoon's up there. All right, so you might have noticed the area. Hang on. It's fucking the wind, I'm telling you. Hang on. Oh, it's one more floor up. Hold on. Forgot that this is even more bullshit than I remembered. All right, you got to drop down here. Pretty sure, yeah. So go to the left here. Watch the boulder. There's a memory locket in here. Again, that's just sand. Trigger that boulder, and then float to the left here. Or sorry, it's not a memory, it's a craft metal. So make sure you grab that. And then this is where things get annoying for this run back. It's like, keep in mind, we've had to run this whole way from the bench. And this is every time you die for the boss. It's one of the most annoying runbacks of the game. Oh, fuck me, dude. Of course it coiled up right when I went to hit it. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Alright, so you might notice this area up here. We can't get there. If you went the opposite way in the Sinner's Road and all that, you would eventually open up this sort of thing. We come from above, but the point is, don't go that way. And then this is the boss. So, here we go. I'm probably gonna die. I'm 1 health. But you want to speak to this boy. And if you've collected all 5 bells and rang them around the world, you'll be able to open this door. Those are the bells we opened. We rang them throughout the whole walkthrough. The fun ones that we rang. And if not, you'll see on your map where the bells are, and you can just backtrack and ring them. But you should absolutely have them. Actually, I don't even know how you would access this area without having done that. Alright, that's gonna summon the boss. Kinda hope I do die so I can just get my there we go. I want a full health coming in for this boss fight to show you what to do. Alright, so I figured I would show the run back just at like full speed without having to fight the enemies and stuff and showcase what that looks like. This very first enemy is the only one that I ever fight, and when he goes low like that, you can like bounce on him sometimes, but if you can get past him, then that's fine. But a lot of times he blocks it. But I'm skipping that. This one I'm just gonna run and float, jump over, and then one more time, run and jump. And then we're just gonna do a massive jump here. Don't feel like you have to get every bell is, I guess, the point I'm making. You can really just float. If you memorize the path thing, it's not as bad as it might seem. It will be an annoying run back, but you can float a lot more than you might realize. So I wanted to show that. And then this fight, it's a lot easier than people make it. This fight, really, it's all about, are you jumping over him or are you getting away from him? That's it. He has like 3 attacks. Phase 1's very short. Phase 2 is a little bit longer. It's like 3 times longer, maybe. All the movesets in Phase 2 are exactly the same. Just the visuals get crazier because there's fire, but you don't have to react any differently than you did in Phase 1. There's only one new attack in Phase 2 where he does like a sprint at you and you just have to jump over him. That's it. Really, like, once you memorize the couple attacks and how to dodge them, which by the end of watching me do it, you'll know exactly what to do at what point. And I might even link a video that's a helpful guide. I saw a video that really, like, the guy slows it down and shows you what to do. So I might link that video as well. But you should it should make sense. I think a lot of people say this is a really hard fight, but I just don't get that. I don't know. It's like, to me, it's a very simple fight because I don't have to move. I'm gonna basically just stand still and just go like this or like this. It's a very like minimal moving fight. I think that Widow fight was probably harder than this, but this is the final final boss of Act 1. So I'll show what this looks like. I'll go ahead and get my heals up. So whenever it jumps, we know that it's gonna do a spinning attack once. So there's the spinning attack. So I'm standing away from it. It jumps, so now I know it's probably a spinning attack. Okay, still standing still. Jump. Okay, I know it's a spinning attack or another jump. Like, jumping is either a jump or spin attack next. That's it. So again, I barely have moved. That one, you just have to get away from it. Spin attack. Oh, I hit the wrong dash button. So, I mean, as you can see, like, I'm nearly done with phase 1. There we go. Phase 1's done. Alright, so same attacks. Just the thing has fire now, that's it. But no different. And then that's the new one where he dashes, and that's all you gotta do. So just anytime you see him, like, gear up to run, just jump over him. But every other thing is the same attack. It's just, you know, it has fire now. But nothing different. So it's very simple, actually, I would say. That one right there, where you jump over the firewall at the bottom or whatever, that's the best attack window. This one right here, that's the one where you can just do mad damage. That one that he throws it is a good one to get heals. I'm gonna move back to the middle here. I don't like him being all the way over there. And on that attack, the one where we jump over it or whatever, that's a good one to use your thread thing as well, or you can just save your heals. But I'll show what that looks like here. This one. So like right there, like, it's a good time to do that. Oh, I ran right into it. So like, I mean, I don't know, I'm barely moving, right? So let me know if you think this is hard in the comments. I'm curious. So when I first got to this, everybody I talked to that had played it so far said that this was like a big difficult boss, I guess. And I don't know. I know everybody's got their own like challenges. You know, some things just click for others. But yeah, I'm curious in the comments. Just let me know if this is a normal fight, or which boss you struggle with the most in Act 1. Okay. Oh, I went too early. Dude, I gotta stop running into this shit. Alright, he's dead. Also, he has an AoE when he dies, so back off of him. Damn, bro. I know I killed you, but damn. Anyways, that'll unlock the last judge journal entry. So, I don't know, like, I feel like once you know, like, okay, just stay in the middle, barely move, just either are you dashing away from him or are you jumping over him? You know, it's very simple in my opinion. So just don't let the visuals get you freaking out. It's the same moveset over and over and over. So once you get the like flow of it, I think it's a very, very fun and just normal boss, to be honest. But anyways, come over here. This is going to lock us out of Act 1. I'll let you experience that cutscene for yourself. And now we start a, I don't know what to feel about this area. It feels kind of like a prison, but it's not even the prison of this game. The slab is the prison, but this area feels like a prison. All right, so now if you have enough beads, it's good to have them. If you can't afford this right now, then don't worry about it. You will get to it later. If you can't afford it now. But it's definitely nice to be able to get this now. So this is for a map. So the Grand Gate map. It's nice to have it, but otherwise, like I said, you will be coming back for these platforms and all that. But right now, we want to board the elevator, and nothing ever goes wrong on elevators. Go faster! Go faster! Go, go, go! I don't have time for this. Go! Come on, go! Oh. Well, oopsies. So as you can see, we're just doing really well right now. Act 2 has off to a great start. So now we are in the underworks area, which is going to be not difficult per se, just kind of like similar to that bell pathway where it's just tight spaces, kind of a maze, a lot of hidden areas. It feels a lot like that. But anyways, these benches here, they're 15 rosaries, but once you sit on them and you stand up, they disappear. So it's 15 every time you want to sit on it. So I'm going to buy it once here just to get our health tip top. Don't worry though, if you do die, it spawns you back on one of these benches once you die. So you will have full health if you die. So if you want to like reset your health for free, you could technically do that. But I'm going to end the chapter here because what we have to do is basically the Citadel is now Act 2. That's the main area. And now every pathway for the rest of this act, it all is like a spider web. We're in the center of the web right now. And what we need to do is move through between where Greymoor is and the Citadel. There's all these areas to the underneath and to the right area. And that's the alternative route. And so that's what we're going to be working on eventually, but we need to be able to get to the fast travel in order to get back to Greymoor. So in part 10, we're going to be making our way through where we're at right now into the Citadel, the grand entrance here or whatever, the Grand Gate, sorry. And then we're going to open up a fast travel, get back to the Greymoor area. And then in chapter 11, we should be able to tackle that alternative path. And so we have 2 very long chapters coming up. And so, yeah, today we got to Act 2. That's a good milestone to stop at. And then we have 2, I would say, very tedious and annoying parts coming up. But that being said, once we're done, you're kind of done with the like shitty areas, I guess, for now at least. These are like I think the least favorite areas is Biowater for a lot of people. So once we knock it out, it'll be fun. It'll be like late game stuff. So anyways, that's kind of the plan for the next few chapters. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. And good luck with the last judge. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed that fight. Did you struggle with it? Was it easier than you expected it? Let me know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in chapter 10.